Hello everyone, it's another video and I've got a few busy days coming up, so I'm working overtime just to make way for other extracurricular activities. Today I'm making kenkey and tomato stew with fish to go with it. So over here I got a bag of the 2 kg condo. Condo is just dried corn, white hominy corn that has been soaked in water for a few days to ferment. And then I think they run it through a mill, and the result is the corn dough or corn flour, and it's so nutritious. I mean, it's fermented foods are good for your gut health. So I got that 2 kg bag and I've divided it into equal parts. I've got 1 kg on the fire with just water and salt, and this one is just flaked. I flaked with my hands, and I'll talk you through what I do with it. Usually when I'm prepping banku or anything that banku or corn dough or tozafi or anything that demands cooking with a wooden spoon, I start with a whisk because that gets rid of all the lumps and then it forms into a nice doughy consistency. So when I reach that part, then I introduce the traditional wooden spoon. Makes life so easy. Stay tuned. So I've reached the part where the whisk is no longer needed. So I'm going to take it out. And then this is the wooden spoon, and I will just keep cooking it and just going on ahead and using the wooden spoon to continue the cooking process. I'm just sort of smashing it with the wooden spoon, turning it as you do. It's left with, I think, 10 minutes cooking time, and then I'll carry on with the rest. Moving on along. It's been 30 minutes and I've got the cooked part. I did go ahead and add some water to the uncooked part and then some salt. And I made sure it's the same consistency as the cooked part because it's going to be mixed. And now, my darlings, this is Obaya's kenkey, okay? I've got a cup of cilantro or coriander in England. Cilantro or coriander goes very well with, let me give you a close-up. It goes very well with corn. I learned it from Mexicans. Okay, so the correct pronunciation is Mexico. Mexico. Petty Spaniards. Anyway, so I'm going to mix it in. They are a match made in heaven, and if you're introducing it, I would say, it's an acquired taste, so go easy. And then when the taste buds are very comfortable with the taste, then you can increase it. So, this is 2 kg of corn dough altogether, and I've added a cup of chopped coriander. And I'm going to mix it in with the wooden spoon, mold it, and then steam. So I went ahead and mixed these and cut up some bacon sheets, and then to ensure uniformity, yes, There's equal rights in my kitchen, you know. So every kenkey deserves equal rights. So oh, don't mind my sense of humor. So that's a cup and a half of speckled kenkey dough. And I'm going to roll it like so. Push the ends in like that. Yes. And then onto my 3-tier steamer it goes. I'll just turn it on and then steam for half an hour. Come back to it. Add some more water in the steamer and steam for another half hour. Approximately an hour cooking time, and our kenkey is done. That's the sound of the oven. This right here is preheated oil. I tend to fry batches of animal protein in the oven because it's very convenient. And so I've got some fish going on here. First of all, I need to flavor this oil. So I've got some red onion to go in, cut into quarters, some garlic, and then slithers of ginger. And I usually do not take off the fins of my fish because after cooking that can be done. I don't want to waste any flesh of the fish, okay? Yeah, Pepe. It's just an economical way of living, really. So I'm going to place, these are tilapia. They've been soaking in lemon juice and salt for about half an hour now. So I'm going to arrange them. That's the tilapia in. These are pangasius fillets, very delicious. And these are threadfin fish. No, these are threadfin. And they're very similar to croaker. These are delicious, very expensive. And so this is going to go in the preheated oven. It's hot. Preheated oven for 15 minutes. And then I would sort of bring it out, flip it around for another 15 minutes. And oh, trust me, this is a gorgeous, and there's no splattering or anything like that. And you get to sort of do other things, you know. So you cook in no time, really. It's all about time factor and convenience in my kitchen. So in the oven it goes. So I've got another hot pan on the fire, and this is also going to be flavored. And I'm going to just flavor this oil. And then with the one in the oven, and I'll combine these, they are all fish. And what I'll do is with the spices and the alliums and everything, it is very good. The oil is very good for shito, together with, you know, the baked vegetables and spices. So over here, I've got king prawns, and I've got the heads. I'm going to just put them in the oil. I've got 4 of them. I'm going to just put them in the oil to cook together with the outer layer. And then I'm going to devein the king prawns by cutting the back of it. And there's the stringy, I don't know if it's the intestines or not. There's the stringy part that needs to go out. And then I'll cut these up. I'll cut them up because I'm going to be using it later. Well, I must say, my creativity kicked in and I decided, why not flavor this oil for fried eggs and omelets? Oh my god, that would be delicious. So the skins of the pin prawns and the heads are cooked. I will run this through a dry mill and use it for shito. So I'm going to flavor this oil. I've got some cut up onions. That's gonna go in there. And I did grate some ginger and garlic. That's gonna go in there as well. I'll cook this for, I'd say, 5 minutes. Take the onions out. Drain the excess oil. Drain the oil. And then this is going to be set aside and I would cook eggs and with it. I think it will go great. You know, and it will be good for the anwamo type of recipes as well. So our fish is done. It looks gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, so I've cleaned the fins now. I'm going to throw them away. So that's I know I said this is red mullet. Not so. Give respect. Where respect is due. This is red mullet. Okay. So I'm going to take one each for my dish later and I would store these for later dishes. I'm not going to eat all, you see. I'm not extra-dinam kind of lady. And this is the flavored oil for omelets and eggs. And this is the oil from the fish that was fried in the oven for shito. And I've got here, I used the dry mill. I used the dry mill to sort of get the king prawn skins into a powder form. I'm going to put it in the fridge. And these are the onion, garlic, ginger combo that accompanied the fish. That's going to go in the fridge as well for shito later. So let's move on to the last bit of this cooking show. I've got some oil heating up and I've got some lemongrass tea going on. This is a pot of hot boiling water and I'm going to put in the lemons I used for the dish, for the fish. And these are dried clementine peels. I use them a lot. I've got some cinnamon bark as well. I'm going to put it in the water. Because I've been cooking with fish, the house smells. So I'm going to, the water has been boiling, so I'm going to turn it down to the lowest heat. And this is going to sit there for hours till the water evaporates and then the whole house would be smeared with the wonderful smell. And that gets rid of the fishy smell as well. So onto a hot sizzling pan. Some curry powder. The onions that has been pre-cooked in the oil. And then this is the sauce from the last cooking video. It's left with only 15 minutes cooking time. So I'm going to add some mushroom seasoning. Stir, stir, stir. And then introduce tilapia, pangasius, threadfin, red mullet, and that's all I'll be needing for now. And then this cooks for 10 minutes, and then the last 5 minutes I'm going to just flavor it. It's flavor time. So I have here the cut up king prawns. As soon as it turns pink, it's cooked. I've got here some chopped yellow and red Scotch bonnet pepper. And then a weeny bit of palm oil. It's just for flavor, you know. And then turn the heat low, the lowest heat setting, and then leave this for 5 minutes for the flavors to get to know each other. And then we plate up and eat, my favorite part. So, dear Breno D, which transliterates, he who toils deserves to eat. So let's go. I've got my speckled kenkey. This is gorgeous, even on its own. Dip it in the sauce with some prawn. Some salad from the last cooking video. More kenkey and sauce because we've cleansed the palate. Oh my God. And then another palate cleanser, mango hedgehog. I'm going to just bite it. And then it's very important to have hot tea to sip in between meals, in between mouthfuls, or right after. Right after eating. It helps with the digestive process. And hey, this is an African plate, so we eat with our hands. I don't want any posh tosh going, hey, that is so prehistoric. We use our hands to eat, okay? Next time, I'll be prepping shito with anwamu, my style. So, it's been wonderful as always, and bye-bye.